In closing, trouble is an asset. Say that with me. Trouble is an asset. You know, I can hear your lips. God said, if that's true, I'm rich. We hate trouble. We run from it. We complain about trouble. But trouble has made you what you are. Wendell Willkie said, and I quote, "What a man needs to get ahead in life is a powerful enemy," end quote. Our antagonist is our helper. It strengthens our muscle. It sharpens our wits. Our antagonist develops our skill. It transforms your spaghetti spine into steel. What does that? Trouble, trouble. Dr. Marie Ray, a psychiatrist of national renown, made a study of the great lives and personalities of America to see if there was a common denominator in their success. And she said it was, and I quote, "It was trouble in the form of a handicap." I understand that handicap is a politically incorrect word, but then take that up with Dr. Ray. Look at Helen Keller, graduated from college with honors, though she was blind and deaf. So what's your problem? My children hated the memory of Helen Keller on report card day. Glenn Cunningham burned over 90% of his body as a child in a schoolhouse fire. The doctor said he will never walk again. He learned how to walk holding onto a picket fence. He stretched those scars until they broke and bled. He didn't only walk again, he started to run. And he found out that the nerves of his legs had been burned and did not hurt like normal people. And he began to run faster until he broke the world record in the mile. He took trouble and became a world champion because of it. Fanny Crosby, world-famous Christian songwriter, blind, was sitting on the second row of her church on the end. The pastor made an altar call, and a woman walked by, and her dress brushed her arm. And as she felt that dress brush her arm, she penned the words, "Pass me not, O gentle Savior. Hear my humble cry. While on others you are calling, do not pass me by." Jesus Christ of Nazareth was a minority. He was called by some illegitimate. He was called a heretic by the church. He was called a traitor by the state. He was called a drunkard, demonized teacher. How many of you know that doesn't look good on the resume of a minister? He was a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. Dr. Ray's conclusion: no one succeeds who has not been driven by trouble to achieve their very best. Do you know the difference between a priceless diamond and a lump of coal? A diamond is a lump of coal that made good under pressure. The trouble it endured made it valuable. You need to write that down somewhere. The trouble it endured made it valuable. St. Paul wrote in 2 Corinthians 4:8-9, "We are troubled on every side. Trouble is coming north, south, east, and west from Christians and non-Christians. But we're not distressed. We're perplexed, but we're not in despair. We're persecuted, but we're not forsaken. We have been cast down, but we're not destroyed." We've got big trouble, he says, but we serve a bigger God than all the trouble of the world, and we are victorious in the name that's above every name.